However, you did go out with Pomps, Peace of Mind Paranormal Society, and we took you to the Fredericktown investigation.
Yep.
And Joe, you did have something happen to you, right? Some kind of experience?
We're there to report. This is our first meeting with Pomps. Treated us like royalty. I want to really thank him profusely for that. We're there reporting. A seance was initiated. I'm sitting there with a camera in my lap, and all of a sudden I feel a direct cold breeze, literally the cliched cold breeze, which was different because it was like channeled, literally just like that, just like a laser beam, but wide as me. Start feeling that. I start calling that out on the videotape. Then all of a sudden I feel pressure right on my lungs. Now I was also getting over a head cold at the time. I also have ridiculous stage fright. It's taken me a lot just to get through this. Maybe it was just a panic attack, all of a sudden I just cold air. They're gonna think I'm a weirdo here. And it felt, like I said, I'm the skeptic, man. I'll be the first one to say I'm looking for explanations to knock us out. Panic attack. Cold draft. Head cold. Fluid in the lungs. Give me all that instead of saying there was someone sitting in my lap, but it felt like there was someone sitting in my lap.
Wow.
The only thing I didn't like about it, I had the personal experience, and again, it's a personal experience. You can't scientifically prove that. You're taking me at my word. I got a story for you.
Right.
Personal experience. The K2s didn't go off. That's what worried me. So I got to look at it that way. So I had this, but no K2. I've had personal experiences where the K2 has fired off. It's not going to work every time.
Yep.
It doesn't. It just simply doesn't. But it was unique and memorable. That's for darn sure. Does it tell me anything? Do I have conclusions? No, you can't. It's just so out there. When it really happens, and it's not like I've had 20 attacks, or my hair being pulled or anything like that all my life. It hasn't. This is probably about the third experience, so of course I'm a little naive on it. I don't know what to expect or how to react to it. Maybe if I'm out there doing it 20 years, hair down to here, and we'll see what happens. I might have a different reaction 20 years from now, if I'm still around.
Have you gotten any feedback that it maybe helped somebody somewhere?
I'm actually dealing right now with a lot of people that have abilities, but they haven't come to terms with it. They even question it, and it's their own abilities. And that is, they go to the shaman with it. So, and they have questions about that. Some people wanted to know how to get rid of negative energy in their house, negativity. He has an answer for a lot of things. He's been doing this for a lot of years, and he has answers. He does, and he. That's the great thing about it. They write in, they do get answers.
I think one thing really to expand upon is something we're working on right now, which is regarding sleep paralysis. This is basically, I don't know if anybody knows what that is. It's called night terrors. It's basically when you're in deep REM sleep, which is the deepest part of being asleep. Your brain starts waking up, but the neurons that fire the nerves and make your body react don't. She started blogging about it on MySpace, and all of a sudden we got like 3 or 4, hey, this has happened to me, hey, this happened to me. We got this 7-paragraph story, and this must be a subject that's really out there that does have the interest, I guess.
Now, besides the sleep paralysis, is there any other future endeavors that you're looking into for the website, new things?
Oh, always more interviews. I like getting the big names. I really do. We've got, Lorraine Warren was ridiculously nice to deal with. Jeff Belanger, Lloyd Arbaugh, which I got to do a part 2 on him still. I want to follow up on that. Michelle Belanger. Yeah, I like the interviews. That's one thing you said. One of the things I don't like about the magazine is the people that don't return phone calls. These people have been ridiculously approachable that we have interviewed on the site. Right. That is why they are there. They don't. They're not asking for money, they're not asking for fame. They like what we've done, they see the quality of the work that we do, they want to be a part of it. Those are the people we want to work with. People that don't pick up the phone or say they're going to do something and don't, next. There's always someone else that wants to be on the cover. Daryl, you working on new things right now? Because she handles her end, I handle my end.
Well, I do have some articles I'd like people to look at. I have an article out on hypnotherapy, one of my projects, and I have an article on dreams, and even psychic energy. I've read a lot about it. I do have an article on it. It's I'd love people to read it and give me. I've got input on it. People enjoy the articles, and that's something I want them to. I ask them. I said, please put in the guest book what you've enjoyed. I'm even a little more out there with. I am kind of into the astrology, and for those out there that do get into that and like that, I have the methodology and astrology of serial killers. It's a series.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't expect to find that in Paranormal magazine. Terror combined Charles Manson with Scorpio
Once I
and got an article out
once I
of
get
it.
on a roll, yeah.
Very nice.
I got the
Very
subject
nice.
matter right here, so it wasn't hard to research, you know.